What's going on today, everybody? Well, my wife's Chevy Traverse just got a headlight bulb that went out in it, so went and picked me up a couple, and we'll go ahead and replace both her headlights and get it going. So I picked up some H11s. There you go, a 2-pack. Might as well do both of them. If one's blown, then it means the other one's probably pretty close, and then we can keep that other one that's still good as a backup in the glove box or whatever. So I have two new. They'll be the same brightness, and they should last theoretically the same amount of time. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to take these out. So we got a passenger light that's working and a driver's side light that is not working. Now this inner light right here is your high beam, and the outer one is your low beam. So we'll go ahead and replace, well, both of them, but I'll show you how to do it the easiest way I've found. Normally for a car, you would go on the hood, lift the hood up, and then you can go behind the light bulb and undo it. Well, on this car, it's a little different. You have to actually go through the fender well. So I've started the car, makes it a lot easier, and we'll just go ahead and move our steering wheel. Since we're gonna work on the driver's side, we'll move our steering wheel away once I put the keys in it. All the way, well, not all the way, but most of the way. Yeah, that's all the way right there. All the way to the passenger side, or to the right, and that will allow me enough room inside this fender well to get to these bolts that are going up into here. And then one underneath here. With the steering wheel turned, we'll go ahead and turn the car off to save the battery, get our lights ready, and get our Torx bit ready. Now this is a T20 Torx bit, and there is 3 screws that you need to undo. Now with these screws, be very, very careful because they are plastic. I am using an impact gun, but I have it on my lowest setting, so that won't strip them out, but still just be very, very gentle. If you have it, do a screwdriver just to be safe, but I've done it a couple times on this car and I've gotten pretty good at figuring it out. So I'll show you where those bolts are that you need to remove, and we'll go ahead and remove them. So here's the first one. If you follow up, there's none down here, and then we'll go up. There you see the little bump, and then there's our first screw that we need to undo. And we keep going up, and there is our second screw that we need to undo. Now, it is possible to do it with just these two. There are more clips up here. There are more clips up this way. There's one. Then there's another one up here that you can undo, but it's not necessary. So go ahead and we'll remove that bolt, and then there's one that's tucked up underneath here, and I'll show you where that one's at. So looking at it underneath, you can see the corner of the car right here. You can see that there's one bolt. That's not the one that you want. You want the Torx bit head that is the next one in. That one will allow you to have enough room to pull the inner liner back out of the way. There we go, we've got all 3 of these bolts out, and I would definitely recommend doing this not while it's raining because you get water all over everything, but I don't have a choice. She's taking the car tomorrow and we kind of need to get the headlights in. So with those 3 out, you can go ahead, and I like to grab right here at this little knob. You can get your finger in there. If you can't get a finger, get your screwdriver, or you can grab underneath here kinda, but this seems to be the best spot. And then you go ahead and you work it around, and then you just pull it back enough to get your hand in there. So one tip I've learned doing this for a while is grab a Gatorade bottle. Now, pop can works or whatnot, just something to push in here, to pull this fender liner out so you can get your hand in and out easier and you're not scratching your hand trying to get it in. The reason I like the Gatorade bottle is because it has that little lip right there, and that lip will fit just nicely in here to where it stays nice and it's not coming out. With a pop can, it likes to slide out, and then if it's full, hits the ground and it explodes everywhere. So I like Gatorade bottles, but anything really works. It's just a spacer in there. Now we'll go ahead and we'll reach up and you can feel the light bulb, the back of the light bulb housing, and twist it off. So it will twist. There's the housing. It will twist towards you clockwise from passenger to driver, and then pull right out. Now take note, this flat side is facing this way. That'll be very important when you go to put it on. So what I do is I'll grab it and I'll put it face down on the ground next to my bolts the same way that it came off. So I just twisted it, pulled it out, set it down. That will aid me because I can't see back here to see where that bulb housing actually is to put it on there, and it takes a little finicking around. So if you've already got a little bit of a head start, definitely worth it. Now we'll go ahead and we will remove our bulb. So there you can see the back of the housing on the actual light. Now I find it easiest when you're taking it off to pull the bottom clip off of it and then try to remove the bulb. The bulb will twist towards you, and it's really hard to do with a camera. Let's see if I can get in there. Now that I've got the clip removed, and it's just got a tab on the passenger and the driver's side of the bulb, now we can go ahead and pull the bulb out and it will twist towards us and then pull straight out. So it was in there and I just twisted towards us and then pulled it straight out. So this is the bad bulb, and it looks like it's got a little burnt on it, but here you can see the tabs on each side. You have to pull that little clip, needs to come out and down, and then out and down, and the whole thing will pop right off. So here's our old bulb. We'll go ahead and chuck this one because it's bad and get the new one out. So there's the clip that actually connects to the bulb, and you can see the tabs on each side of it. So now you want to find the part on the clip that has this little groove in it. That groove will match up to the little groove that's actually inside of the bulb housing. So know which way that is. That will help your polarity out. And what I found is easiest is you go ahead and you pull this little clip, pull that little clip out of the housing and attach the bulb to it first, and then put the bulb inside the housing. This is definitely an easier two-handed job, but make sure both sides are connected on there nice and good, and then we'll go ahead and put it into the housing, and we will rotate it to the passenger side. Get it in there, and then rotate it back to the driver's side. Yeah, let's try it again. There we go. Passenger side, and now to the driver's side. Now, that whole thing is back in there. So now we got to try and get the housing that we grabbed. So we'll grab it off the ground and go ahead and put it up in here. So now I've got the housing actually started. We will go ahead and tighten it by moving it to the passenger side, clockwise. There, done. Go ahead and put our 3 screws in, and we will move on to the other side. Now we've got everything back together, we'll go ahead and turn the car on. Make sure that the light is on the headlights. Go ahead and check to see if it works. And it works. So, go ahead and we'll move our steering wheel to the other side so we can get to the other light bulb. All the way to the other side, and we'll turn the car off. Now, the other side is just the same as the driver's side, so I'm pretty sure you guys can figure it out. It's the same exact process, just a different way. Everything turns the same way, but it's just the other side of the vehicle. Cool, well that's gonna do it for me. It's pretty simple once you know the tricks on how to actually get to the headlight. I can't tell you how long I spent on the first time when I thought you had to go through the hood just like every other car. Took me forever to figure that out. I was trying to take the headlight out, was no good. So, go through the fender liner, it's way easier, you can get it done. Promise you, it's not hard. Do both of them at the same time, preferably, if you can. If you can't, definitely understand, but it's better to do them both at the same time, that way they last about the same amount of time, because sooner or later that other one's gonna go out and then you're gonna be in the same issue, same boat. So, definitely try to do them both, and do not touch the lenses or the glass or anything other than the black little clippy with your fingers, because the oil from your fingers will cause it to burn out quicker. Definitely a problem. Use gloves if you need to. Yeah, can be done. I believe in you guys. Cool, if you like this video, if you found it helpful, give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. If you like this channel, please subscribe. That also helps me out. Leave a comment if you're having troubles. I'll definitely help you out. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Mine's kind of rainy here. Gonna probably go inside and enjoy it with the family. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.